Walt Disney was more than just an entertainer. He was a father, not only to his two daughters, but to the world of entertainment. He brought the world classics like Cinderella, Pinocchio, Fantasia, and many other beloved films. But not only did he create masterpieces, he also blazed a trail for future filmmakers with inventions such as sound cartoon, Technicolor, and other groundbreaking innovations. Walt's amazing life began on December 5th, 1901, in the roaring city of Chicago, Illinois. Mother Flora and Father Elias raised little Walter, Roy, Raymond, Herbert, and their only daughter Ruth. As Walter grew, he developed a passion for drawing and art, but what really made Walter unique was his indisputable optimism. Instead of doing schoolwork, Walt would sketch, and by the age of 7, he sold some of his sketches. Walt went to McKinley High. During the night, he took classes at the Academy of Fine Arts, where he expanded his knowledge of the arts. The first movie Walt Disney ever saw was a black and white crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus Christ at the movie house on Marceline's Main Street. Little did he know, one day he would change the motion picture forever, but at the time, he was just a concessions boy at the train station. Walt wasn't always a big Hollywood man. In his youth, he did many jobs. One of Walt's first jobs was a concession boy at a railroad station, which his uncle, a train engineer, got him. In contrast to Walt's unimportant job as a concessions boy, he took an active part in the war by going to France and driving an ambulance with the Red Cross. Throughout all of Walt's life, his goal was to pursue a career in commercial arts. So when he came back from France, he started making short animations for a local business in Kansas City. The outcome of Walt's long hours of sketching and taking art classes resulted in his first achievement, the Alice Comedies, which was a series of animated cartoons with a live-action girl that aired in the 1920s. The road to fame and fortune didn't come easy for Walt Disney, for soon after Walt started with the company Laugh-O-Grams creating the Alice Comedies, it went bankrupt, and Walt lost his job. Even though Walt was jobless and poor, he decided to start his 48-year Hollywood career in his uncle's garage with his brother. When he started in Hollywood, he had $750, $500 of which were borrowed. Their first profit was selling the Alice Comedies. From there, his career bloomed, starting with the creation of the American icon, Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse was first introduced to the world in the immensely famous cartoon Steamboat Willie, which innovated the motion picture by being the first motion picture with synchronized sound. In 1932, Walt Disney won his first of many Academy Awards with the film Flower and Trees. Unlike most celebrities today, Walt Disney earned his fame. One technique he used to capture the attention of people was, instead of releasing little bits of new technology, hinting the community, he would release his new ideas in the final form, stunning the world. Thanks to that and other reasons, adults and children still know his name today. As if Steamboat Willie didn't draw enough attention to Walt, he also released his first full-length animated musical feature, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which made a whopping $1,499,000, which was an amazing feat during the Great Depression.
So what do you like about Walt Disney?
How there's a bunch of rides that you can go on, and you'll see your favorite Disney characters, and you get to go on the rides. And my favorite ride was Splash Mountain.
And what do you like about the movies he makes?
My favorite princess movie of Walt Disney is The Lion King, and my favorite book is Snow White, and I really love Cinderella too.
But Walt wasn't always about fame. He was also very family-oriented. While most celebrities were out at fancy parties and autograph signing, Walt spent most of his nights eating dinner with his family. Walt's name was very popular, but not only to citizens, but to almost every filmmaker in the world. For Walt not only created great movies for himself, he also created many motion picture techniques that incredibly enhanced the quality and the enjoyment levels of the motion picture. One of Walt's many motion picture inventions was the multi-plan camera, which is a special motion picture camera that moves a number of pieces of artwork past a camera in various speeds and distances, creating a 3D effect. Another of Walt's motion picture inventions was Technicolor, which is a color motion picture process that makes animations colorful. Finally, probably the most important of Walt's motion picture inventions was synchronized sound, which was first introduced to the world in Steamboat Willie. Walt Disney's many successful movies and cartoons amassed enough money and Hollywood support for Walt to pursue his next dream, Disneyland. The idea of Disneyland came about during one of Walt's many visits to South America. During his trip to Argentina, Walt and his two daughters visited República de los Niños, an amusement park in South America. There, Walt got the idea of building his own amusement park back in California. Disneyland was originally intended to be built next to Walt's studio in Burbank, California. But due to the lack of space, Walt had to change locations to Anaheim. Construction began in 1954, and the park was unveiled in 1955. Despite the broken down rides, traffic jams, food shortages, gas leaks, and a chunk of glass falling on the state senator's head, the park was a hit. Walt Disney's death was a sad day, for not only America, but all over the world. Walt had been fighting lung cancer for some time, but it was not looking very good, partially due to the lack of modern medical technology. But nevertheless, on the sad day of December 15th, 1966, right after his 65th birthday, although Walt Disney died, the Disney Corporation is still alive and strong today. One of the most famous celebrity mysteries was what happened to Walt Disney after his death. Was he cremated? Or was he frozen? Walt Disney changed not only the motion picture, but the whole world with his multiplane camera, Technicolor, synchronized sound, and great films that have entertained and brought joy to generations after generations, never ceasing to fulfill and gratify the minds and hearts of his many admirers.